going on, you guys? It's StrangeLuv, and in the background I've got for you an MP7 MOAB on the map Carbon. And with E3 just around the corner, I figured it would be appropriate to talk about the Xbox 720. I'm going to start by going over what we know about the Xbox 720, assuming that some of the leaked rumors out there are true. So, according to IGN, a company called Flextronics in Texas is creating next-gen hardware for Microsoft. And this doesn't necessarily mean that they're working on the Xbox 720 right now, it just means that they're probably making the hardware necessary for game developers to test out their games so they know what kind of technology they're working with for the Xbox 720 in the future. Now, the current Xbox 360 has been around since 2005, and that means that the technology inside the 360 is about 7 years old, and that's pretty old when we're talking about technology years and how fast things progress. So we can expect the 720 to have some major processing power, and it's rumored that it's going to have a 16-core CPU, and it's not surprising because its competitors right now are the PlayStation 3, and if PlayStation decides to make a next-gen console, it's going to have to compete with the processing power of whatever they put into that machine. So we can probably expect it to have Blu-ray capabilities at the very least, plus some definitely enhanced graphics, which I think a lot of people are looking forward to. Another one of the big rumors that was released back in March is that the Xbox 720 won't have physically spun discs. Instead, it's going to have a sort of proprietary SD card, and that a majority of the games available will be streamed live through the internet. So this has big implications for places like GameStop, who make a huge amount of their revenue off of selling used games, and this impacts us as consumers who like to save a little bit of money by buying used instead of buying a brand new title for $65 plus. But if you think about it, if Microsoft isn't using physically spun discs, then that means they're cutting down their costs on having to produce the discs themselves, which means that the games are probably going to be a lot cheaper even when they're new, because we're downloading them straight from the internet and streaming them, rather than having some sort of physical product that they would have to pay for and that in turn we would have to pay for. So I think with this process they might actually make games a lot cheaper and more available to people in that sense. Plus, the current Xbox 360 has cloud services. They enabled the cloud for a lot of people to start saving their games on that, and it's probably a practice run to see how it goes, to see if people like to save their games that way instead of on a physical hard drive. And considering Microsoft is one of the leaders in providing a cloud service, I think they'll be able to pull it off, especially if they polish it up a little bit. Another thing we should be thinking about is the future of the Kinect. The Kinect is what sets apart the Xbox because it provides completely controller-free gaming, even though it was created maybe as a response to the Wii, with all of the motion sensor gaming. The Kinect really provides a whole new experience, and especially if they really polish it up with the new Xbox 720, we'll probably expect it to be built-in, a lot more crisp controls, and it'll just handle a lot better than the current one does. I almost think that the Kinect right now is probably just a practice run to see if they could work out all the bugs and see what the initial response is from the audience about the Kinect, but we can probably expect that to be built into the 720 when it comes out. Now, there's one more thing that I wanted to talk about, and for those of you who haven't kept up to date with it, Activision has been in a huge lawsuit with the former Call of Duty developers who used to work for Infinity Ward, and that lawsuit just wrapped up a couple days ago. And as a result of that lawsuit, a contract was unsealed between Activision and Bungie, and what this contract said is that Activision got in a deal with Bungie Incorporated to create a sci-fantasy action shooter game to be released every other year starting in the fall of 2013. There's supposed to be 4 games in total. Now, why is this important for the 720? Well, it says in the contract that this game, codenamed Destiny, is going to be initially available for Xbox 360 and its potential successor, which the contract specifically refers to as the Xbox 720. So this means we can expect to see the 720 as early as fall of 2013, especially if Microsoft wants to cash in on the big holiday boom. Plus, the fact that they've signed the creators of Halo to make this series, and that they've agreed to make multiple games before it's even come out, means that they're expecting Destiny to be huge. Destiny is probably going to be the big moneymaker for the 720 and for the 360, so we should look forward to that at the end of next year. So that's about all I've got as far as the Xbox 720 rumors and leaked information goes. I'm going to be keeping up to date on E3 2012. It's just around the corner, it's about a week away, and I want to see if they release any little tidbits of information about the Xbox 720 because I'm really looking forward to the new console. And even if they just release a little teaser trailer, or if they do it Project Natal style, I'm stoked. I want to see what they say about it. And I also want to see if they talk about any other next-gen consoles from the other developers, like maybe the PlayStation 4 or the Wii U. Any of these things is interesting information to me. So I want to know what you guys think. So please leave me a comment below. Right about here, I call in my MOAB and do a little victory dance, and this time I didn't get killed in the final kill cam. So thanks so much for watching, you guys. Leave me a comment below on what you think of the 720. Let's get a conversation going, even if you want to talk about other next-gen consoles as well. Until next time, this is StrangeLuv signing out. Have a wonderful day, mwah, and take it easy.
Just another wonderful dancing here.